All right, thank you, John, for joining us this afternoon. It's a real pleasure. I guess the first question we want to ask you is, what business are you in?
I guess in truth, we're in the behaviour management business. Our job is to work with clients to manage the behaviour of their customers and their prospects. Advertising, public relations, direct response, all of those things are just a means to an end, the end being to manage human behaviour.
So in your own opinion, how would you then define the brand Linc?
We're a bit like the shoe shine boy. We've never put enough effort into defining the brand. It's only been over the last 12 months or so that we've really put a lot of effort into that. These days we define it as fuck the rules. And really what that's all about is to look at all the options, make sure that we have all the skills to do all the things that might be necessary to get the result for the client. So it's about focusing on the outcome rather than the processes for getting there and making sure you have all the expertise necessary. It's changed a lot and it's changed very fast. I mean, a lot of people would say to you that the real change has been that it's more and more digital, that we're using the internet, we're using social media and things like that a lot more, which clearly we are. I'd argue, however, the real change has been the shift from salesmen selling media to consultants selling IP. The real shift has been a more educated, a more informed, a more intellectual process-focused approach to communication.
What is your view of the future?
I think anybody that thinks they can predict the future is either a liar, stupid, or a witch doctor. But I suspect what the future will show is an increasing trend towards organisations like ours being consultants, in much the same way as accountants, lawyers, architects and the rest. They'll be increasingly well educated, increasingly well experienced, increasingly focused on delivering intellectual property rather than selling media or the big idea. I really don't think they have. Certainly they expect us to have a different skill set than we might have once been expected to have, but their real expectation is that we'll deliver results. At the end of the day, what they want is a return on investment. They want the outcome that they're looking for, and I find increasingly they don't really mind how you get there. What's changed is how you get there.
So what are your final thoughts to offer the people from marketing?
I think there's three things I'd say, and one is that creative is always preceded by strategy, and strategy's always preceded by information. To me, the big failing of our industry is they don't base their work on really, really sound information and really sound strategy. The second is that when you're looking at media, look at all the options, and there are a plethora of options out there. And if you can, err towards those that are more accountable. There are so many really measurable media options out there which allow you to get a better return on your running. Fuck the rules.
Thank you so much for the interview, John. We really enjoyed that.
Pleasure. Thanks, Kuta.